بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد صلاة ترضيك وترضيه وترضى بها عنا مولانا رب العالمين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. My beloved brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, with Allah's barakah subhanahu wa ta'ala, once again we are blessed to be together with all of you in this live program, the teaching of the book of Maulana Al-Sheikh Al-Jailani, Sublime Revelation, Al-Fath ar-Rabbani. May Allah grant us the barakah of His ilm, and may He subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us as He has guided him for the best of dunya and akhirah. Inshallah, today, or this evening, we will read the last part in the 51st discourse, and therefore next week we'll start with the 52nd discourse, inshallah. For those who they have the book, we are at the page 325. 325, inshallah. My son Abdul Qadir will read this evening's portion. Bismillah.
When the affirmation of unity becomes established in the heart, action becomes correct where the outer is concerned, because there is no difference between your outer and your inner. It is all the same to you, whether you be rich or poor, whether people come or go, and whether they give you blame or praise. How can you fail to spit them both out when you have no space in which to digest them? Since your heart is filled with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with remembrance of Him and longing for Him, for at this stage, their protection belongs only to Allah, the True. You become a true lover, a scholar imbued with knowledge, a sage confirmed in wisdom, a cultured person of refined education, independent of creatures, meaning able to do without them. O ignorant one, you should learn from your ignorance. You have given up learning and taken it upon yourself to teach. Spare yourself the trouble. Nothing can come of you, and nobody can succeed at your hands. Because if a person is incapable of being his own teacher, how can he be the teacher of others? O my people, do not underestimate the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so that you join the unbelievers. You must work in accordance with the rule of law until this leads you to work in accordance with knowledge. Once you can really work, you will experience the divine power. Then He will put creative energy into the hands of your hearts and your innermost beings. When there is no longer any barrier between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as far as your heart is concerned, He will empower you with creative force. He will show you the stores of His secret treasure, feed you with the food of His gracious favor, and let you drink the wine of His intimate friendship. He will seat you at the table of nearness to Him. All this is the fruit of knowledge of the book and the sunnah. Put them both into practice and do not depart from them until the master of knowledge, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, comes to you and takes you to Him. When the teacher of the law attests that you are proficient in his book, he will move you on to the book of knowledge. When you have mastered this, your heart and your inner content will be set straight with the Prophet in their company, holding their hands and leading them into the presence of the King, saying to them, "Here you are with your Lord."
Alhamdulillah, Jazakumullah khair. Talking about when affirmation, Tawheed, enters the heart, not only the tongue. Tawheed, believe in Allah, the oneness of Allah, what is coming only from Him, what's going from Him, with His will, with His permission, with His knowledge, and to submit yourself to it. This is called Tawheed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in all your matters. There is no one other than Him. He is Al-Wahid, the only one, Al-Wahid Al-Ahad, who is in His hands all power. You think there is anyone else has power? If the most powerful man you saw in your life, or you hear about him, you will see that they were ended and these going to be ended also. They have an end. And the longer they go in age, growing in age, they become weaker and weaker. Therefore, the Al-Qawi, the strong, is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we get the strength from Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. The knowledge of which we need to know that when Tawheed is in our tongue and the affirmation of it, the Tawheed in our heart, this is already we have gone we have reached a very good state in terms of our Iman. And you can see that the life won't affect us that easy. The life, we know that this belongs to Him, the life belongs to Him, and we are temporary here, no matter what we're going to face. At the end, we're going to be in Akhirah, we're close to Him. There will be no one interfere in the matter of Akhirah, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. See, when the life started, when Sayyidina Adam and Sayyidina Hawa and their children with them, there were no issues at all. There were no banks, no share markets, no fight between companies or countries. But there were diseases that comes from the heart. The children of Adam, one of them killed his brother. Qabil killed Habil because of hasad, jealous. So the jealous started from there. It was there, but started from there. Qabil could not control himself. Therefore, he gets rid of his brother. He went to the last option for him. That is the option. Didn't ask his brother's help, asked his brother's advice, what to do, why I'm there, but he went straight away and he killed his brother. May Allah protect us. Therefore, you can see in this life where it's controlled by us, let's say, in terms of its meanings and whatever we've been given, we can use it in halal and haram or in any other ways. This life has problems. But when we go to Akhirah, no more these issues. وَنَزَعْنَا مَا فِي قُلُوبِهِم مِّنْ غِلٍّ نَزَعْنَا مَا فِي قُلُوبِهِم مِّنْ غِلٍّ إِخْوَانًا عَلَى سُرُرٍ مُتَقَابِلِينَ. We will remove all the negative diseases, hard feelings, any negative hard feeling will be removed from their hearts. And that's it. What we need these hard feelings to go away. But you can imagine, this is a description of a Jannah that they have no hard feelings, no bad hard feelings. That means if dunya you have it, that means you can consider yourself, if you have it, dunya, no hard feelings, no negative hard feelings, you can consider yourself as Waliyullah. This is one of the signs of awliyas. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَكَانُوا يَتَّقُونَ, they are believers and they have taqwa. The piety comes from the hearts. And they example of that. In the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam time, there were a person who came to the masjid and he prayed and left. Sayyidina Rasulullah was looking to him. And he said in two narrations, now it's going to come to you a man of paradise. In the other narration, after he left that man, he said, this is a man of paradise. So Sayyidina Abdullah bin Umar radiallahu anhu went, followed that person. And he said, requested to stay in his house because he has some issues in his house or something. But he said, would it be possible for you to host me? He said, yes. So he hosted him and he remained with him 2 or 3 days, hoping to see what's so special on that man. His tahajjud more, his salat more, he give more, what is exactly? He didn't see anything extraordinary. At the end, he said, look, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that you are a man of paradise. And I really want to know what is the deeds you're doing that you reached to this level. Well, the man was extremely happy with this honor he got and the barakah, the position of happiness of akhirah before the end of this dunya. He said to him, I don't have any extraordinary deeds, but I have only one thing which I think is good. So Sayyidina Abdullah bin Umar asked, what is it? He said, don't have hard feelings against anyone. When I go to sleep, I say, Allah, all those who disturb me, or those who ignore me, or those who have insulted me, or whatever, I forgive them for your sake. That's it. That's my sadaqah. So Sayyidina Abdullah bin Umar said, this is the one. This is the deeds where you have reached to that level because of it. Yes, brothers and sisters. You may say, it's difficult. I will agree with you. It is difficult, but it's not impossible. The minute your ego controls you, it's difficult. And maybe become impossible. But the minute you control your ego, because you are a believer, and your heart belongs to Allah, and you want Allah to see in your heart what He loves. What He loves, subhanahu wa ta'ala. The minute you do that, it becomes easy. And the more you control your heart in the same way, you will find that your heart becomes a purest heart. إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. You reach to Allah with a pure heart. Brothers and sisters, we are learning the knowledge. We are before ignorant. But later when we learn, we have a knowledge. So the ignorant one who is studying, he becomes knowledgeable. But the ignorant one who studies and he still wants to be ignorant, he's a sick. He has a sickness, and this sickness is very dangerous. Because he ignores and continue to ignore, therefore that heart becomes jahil. Sayyidina Imam Ali karramallahu just said, kun aliman, be a scholar, أو متعلما, or learner, ولا تكن جاهلا فتهلك, but do not be an ignorant, therefore you will die, you will go, you will be perished. So we have to understand these many brothers and sisters. We cannot be within the shore or the field of ignorance. We have to go further. The life grade school, we are learning every day. Learning good, but we practice what we have learned. Let others get advantage of our knowledge. Our children especially, our neighbors, our brothers, sisters, we sit with many people every day. What exchange of thoughts we are doing with them? From morning till evening, you sit with this person, you sit with that person, with this group, with that group. What you have got from them, learn from them, and they have learned what they have learned from you. And Anbiya al-Mursaleen in their life, their teachings all the way. Remember Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, Rasulullah Musa alayhi salam, went all the way to follow Sayyidina Khidr alayhi salam just because to get knowledge. قال هل أتبعك على أن تعلمني مما علمت رشدا. I want to follow you, please allow me to follow you in order to get a wise knowledge. And knowledge is good for me. And see, Sayyidina Musa saying that to Khidr. He wants to learn because he's in a very high position. No one can be like him. He's Rasulullah, Nabi, Nabi Azim. But telling us the ilm is so important because it can change our situation, can change our mentality, our understanding for the best. Now, al-ilm, there is a man of knowledge. If you attach yourself to him or to them, he will teach you and he will bring you to the owner of the knowledge, to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Sayyidina Rasulullah, when you brought the knowledge to Allah, he will bring you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he will say to you, enter to your Lord, and you say, Ya Allah, this is your servant. Here you are with your Lord, oh my fellow. And when you enter to your Lord, you are in his protection. You are a different person. Don't allow the life take you away from Allah. There is nothing valuable more than your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do whatever you can, my brothers and sisters. Try your best to connect yourself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Without that, you are a loser. What he lost, the one who found Allah, and what he gained, what he got, the one who lost Allah. Allah grant us to be in the Muqarrabeen. Allahumma hadina bihudak. Ya Allah, grant us the guidance through your guidance. وَلَا تُوَلِّنَا وَلِيَ سِوَاكَ. And do not allow anyone to control us except you. And do not allow us to be among the ignorant or disobedient. Allow us to be your sincere servants. Those who they do good, and those who receive the goodness because of their good. My brothers and sisters, the meaning of last thing we said about the messenger of Allah, we send it to Allah, is exactly how Sayyidina Jalaluddin Rumi described this all. And he said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of his love, he sent to you his prophet, he sent to you his messenger. Why? So that his messenger will bring you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Bring you with knowledge, bring you with yaqeen, bring you with love. But I want to go to Allah, and I'm ready to that. I'm ready to the moment where I meet him, where I be with him. I'm ready to the moment to be grateful to him in this life before grateful to him the hereafter. Brothers and sisters, enjoy each and every moment in your life by being obedient to Allah, by being attached to Allah. Do not let the life created by Allah take you away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah grant us to be among the muttaqeen, al-muhsineen, al-salihin, al-mu'mineen, al-khashi'een. May Allah bring us close to Him, protect us from evil of seen and evil of unseen. And may He show us subhanahu wa ta'ala the right path to take it, the path together with the rightly guided people. And may He choose us to be the guide for others to go to walk in the right path, inshallah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وارض عنا يا عزيز يا غفار. اللهم بارك لنا وبارك علينا في أعمارنا وأقوالنا في أمورنا الدينية والدنيوية وخيرنا وعنا يا كريم. اللهم اسقنا ونطعمنا من طعام قربك واسقنا من شراب أنسك واجعلنا من عبادك الصالحين المتقين. يا الله, feed us the food of your nearness, grant us, Ya Allah, quench our thirst with the drink of your intimate friendship, and allow us, Ya Allah, to be among the muttaqeen al-mu'mineen, برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. آمين آمين. صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على الحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خير, my beloved brothers and sisters. Hope to see you again soon in the near future. Assalamu alaikum.